Have we ever heard of a 100-year-old plant? This time we will discuss the plant, namely with the title of the ancient desert guardian, with its unique story and facts. In the heart of the Namib Desert, where the scorching sun bakes the earth, and the whispering winds reveal the secrets of time, lives a botanical wonder. Welwitschia mirabilis, a 1,500-year-old desert dinosaur plant. Unlike any other plant on Earth, Welwitschia is a relic from the age of the dinosaurs, having survived almost unchanged for more than 100 million years. Its odd appearance with two long, rope-like leaves that fray and twist as they age makes it look like something from a prehistoric world. And it is. Welwitschia thrives in one of the harshest environments on the planet. The Namib Desert receives less than 2 inches of rain per year. Yet this ancient plant persists, drawing water from coastal fog rolling in from the Atlantic Ocean. Its deep taproot anchors itself firmly in the gravelly soil, while its two leathery leaves grow continuously, splitting and curling into a strange, tangled mass over the centuries. Growing at a very slow rate, Welwitschia can live for more than 1,500 years, with some specimens estimated to be 2,000 years old. That means the oldest Welwitschia were around long before the first European explorers set foot in Africa. Scientists are fascinated by Welwitchia's incredible resilience. Its genome has undergone a duplication event, allowing it to repair DNA damage caused by extreme heat and dehydration. This genetic superpower helps it survive in a place where most living things would die. Despite surviving for thousands of years, Welwitschia now faces threats from climate change and human activity. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this living fossil, ensuring that future generations can admire this green time traveler from a time of giants. Welwitschia mirabilis is a living testament to the silent sentinel of the desert, whispering tales of the ancient earth to those who take the time to listen. Do you dare to meet this 1,500-year-old desert dinosaur? So true. Welwitschia mirabilis is one of the strangest and most interesting plants on Earth, with astonishing adaptations and uniqueness. Here are some of its most unique facts. 1. Just 2 leaves, for 500+ years. Unlike most plants that grow new leaves, Welwitschia only produces 2 true leaves in its lifetime. These leaves grow continuously from the base, splitting and fraying into ribbon-like strands over the centuries, giving them a torn appearance. 2. Living fossils from the dinosaur era. Welwitschia is the sole survivor of its plant family, Welwitschia, which is more than 100 million years old, which means it once shared the planet with T-Rex. Scientists call it as relict species because it is the last species in an ancient lineage. 3. Breeding in fog in the desert without rain. The Namib Desert gets almost no rain, but the Welwitschia survives by absorbing moisture from coastal fog rolling in from the Atlantic. The leaves have special pores that trap mist droplets and channel water to the roots. 4. Grows like a giant carrot underground. Most of the trunk is buried like a giant taproot, acting as an anchor against the desert winds. The part that looks like a sunburned woody disc covered in leaf scars. 5. Immune to DNA damage, almost like a superpower. Extreme heat and UV radiation can kill most plants. But the Welwitschia genome has a self-repair ability. Scientists discovered his cells underwent genome duplication, helping him survive the brutal conditions.
6. Both male and female plants produce cones, not flowers. Welwitschia reproduces using cones like pine trees, not flowers. Males produce pink cones that release pollen, while females grow larger blue-green cones that develop seeds. Seven. Nicknamed the ugly duckling of botany. When it was first discovered in 1859, Austrian botanist Friedrich Welwitschia was so shocked. He knelt down and stared in disbelief. Charles Darwin reportedly called it platypus from the plant kingdom because of its strange properties. 8. Some specimens are older than Christianity. Welwitschia, the oldest, are estimated to be 1,500 to 2,000 years old, which means they were growing around the time of the Roman Empire. They grow very slowly, only a few centimeters per century. 9. Eaten by desert animals, but only wisely. Oryx and rhinos sometimes chew the leaves for water, but overgrazing can kill the plant. Survival strategy: bitter chemical on its leaves scares away most herbivores. 10. National treasure and protected by law. In Namibia, it is illegal to harm Welwitschia as it is considered a national monument. Scientists are even studying them for clues about climate change adaptation. Why is it called a dinosaur plant? With its prehistoric roots, strange longevity, and otherworldly appearance, Welwitschia is more than just a plant. It's a time-traveling desert legend. Welwitschia mirabilis is more than just a scientific curiosity. It also provides ecological, cultural, and even economic benefits to communities in Africa, particularly in Namibia and Angola, where it grows. Here's how this ancient plant supports people and ecosystems. 1. Ecotourism and local income. Natural attraction. Welwitschia attracts tourists, scientists, and photographers to the Namib Desert, boosting the local economy. Guided tour. The community offers desert tours to see the Welwitschia, creating jobs for guides and hospitality workers. Souvenirs. Handicrafts featuring Welwitschia designs with carvings, paintings are sold to visitors. 2. Cultural and spiritual meaning. Sacred symbol. Some indigenous groups, such as the Himba people, worship Welwitschia as a symbol of endurance and longevity. Folktales and names known as Numbo, the Fool, in Angola because he looks backwards with its leaves torn to shreds. 3. Scientific and medical research. Climate adaptation studies. Scientists study drought-resistant genes to improve crop resilience in dry areas. Potential medicinal uses. Early research suggests anti-inflammatory properties in the sap, although more research is needed. 4. Environmental protection can stabilize desert land, with its deep roots preventing erosion in very dry regions. Can create microhabitats. Insects, lizards, and small mammals can take shelter under its leaves, supporting biodiversity.
5. Conservation education and awareness. Being as featured species used to teach about endemic species, protection and the impacts of climate change. Community-led conservation and local residents participate in protecting Welwitschia from illegal logging. 6. Future potential for food and water solutions. Although it is not edible, the mechanism fog harvesting inspire technology to water collection in dry areas, e.g. fog nets. Challenges and threats. Despite its many benefits, Welwitschia faces climate change. Changing fog patterns could threaten survival. Poaching, rare specimens are stolen for collection. Overgrazing, livestock and wildlife sometimes damage young plants. How the community protects it. Namibian law harming Welwitschia is illegal, fine up to $20,000. UNESCO recognition, part of the Namib Sea World Heritage Site. Research partnerships, local universities collaborate on conservation. Why this matters for Africa's future. Welwitschia is not just dinosaur plant, is a biological resource that combines ecology, culture and science. By protecting it, African people are preserving tourism revenue, traditional knowledge, scientific breakthroughs for a hotter, drier world.